your side.
All right, let's go to breaking news right now. Take a look at your screen. This man right here, Renando May, he has been arrested in Michigan and is charged with shooting and killing a man in Madison County. So family members tell us John Parkes was shot on Swancup Road in the middle of the day on July 2nd. He was transferred to Vanderbilt Hospital but died 2 weeks later. Investigators did not say how they found the 43-year-old suspect and when he will be extradited from Michigan to the Madison County Jail, but of course we'll keep you updated.
Now, some big thunderstorms causing some problems, mainly in southern Middle Tennessee and northern Madison County right now. Got a severe thunderstorm warning out for this cluster of thunderstorms. It has weakened some in the last 20 minutes, but let's go to radar. You can see a lot of lightning and very heavy rain all kind of converging there near Newmarket, moving towards High Top. We've probably had some wind damage up near Thames Ford Lake, and that boundary will continue to push out ahead of the main line of storms. So again, be prepared for the possibility of damaging winds there from Newmarket over to High Top. That will likely weaken a little bit more as it makes its way farther to the south, but we'll continue to monitor that. You can see a closer view, Winchester, very heavy rain, strong gusty winds. The most intense lightning right now is from Meridianville to Newmarket, and that is tracking east and a bit southeast. Latest storm track puts us in Newmarket now, and then towards High Top around 438, Pleasant Grove's 443, and Stevenson right around 448. So again, prepare for changing weather conditions. Another strong thunderstorm in Morgan County, and that's moving east-southeast towards Arab. Plenty more to talk about, including tomorrow's weather coming up.
All right, well, a fire claimed the life of an elderly woman in Birmingham. Investigators say the 87-year-old woman died in the fire that started on Thursday night in the West End neighborhood. Police identified the victim as Helen McCarroll. Investigators did not release a cause behind that fire.
There has been a lot of activity at Lawrence County High School today, and it isn't because students are back. Instead, the sheriff's office used this time to train school resource officers in the event of an active shooter. These are pictures from the agency's Facebook post. The sheriff says today's training gave everyone a chance to review policies and procedures. The training also focused on decision-making skills. Members of the Moulton Fire Department also participated today. Let's
move over to Huntsville City Schools. They're getting ready for the start of the new school year. District leaders hosted a welcome back for teachers and staff in Huntsville. It involved about 2,000 employees who gathered at Alabama A&M's Event Center. Huntsville students start classes on Thursday. For the full list of school year openings around the Tennessee Valley, just head to our website at WAFF.com.
A facelift for a Florence facility. New details on the WC Handy Rec Center and how it's improving.
Then the FBI wants to talk to former President Donald Trump, why the agency wants to sit down with him for a face-to-face. We're back in 2 minutes.
Brad?
Former President Donald Trump is agreeing to be interviewed by the FBI about his assassination attempt.
So the Bureau says the interview will be consistent with any other interview it conducts for a victim of crime. Now, 2 weeks ago, a bullet grazed Trump's ear as he spoke at a rally in Pennsylvania. Snipers shot and killed Thomas Crooks, who had positioned himself on a nearby roof. The assassin's motive is still not known. The FBI has spoken to family, friends, and others. The agency also searched Crooks's online and gaming accounts. It's not clear when FBI agents will sit down and speak to the former president about the shooting, but of course we'll update you.
The 2 men injured in that shooting during the rally are no longer in the hospital, which is great news. James Copenhaver was critically injured. His family says he still has a long road to recovery. The other person who was injured was released from the hospital last week. A third man died after getting shot at the rally. Former fire chief Corey Comparator died shielding his wife and daughters when the shooting started.
So an entire community has been fighting to make changes on a recreation center for years.
And their demands are finally being answered. The Handy Rec Center could be renovated by the end of this year.
WAFF 48's Aria Pons is live at that center. Aria, officials let you look inside to take a look at the rec center renovation project.
Margot, Nolan, the renovations have a ways to go, but once they're complete, the rec center will have new flooring, new painting on the walls, both inside and out, and a new pool area. While officials say that this rec center is finally getting the facelift that it deserves. The center was built back in the 50s, but the last renovation it had was 24 years ago. With this renovation, they're hoping to get new plumbing, repaint the walls, upgrade the kitchen and recreation areas, put in a new fencing around the pool, and place shades to go over the pool area. Community members say the children needed more room to run and more activities/programs to be added at the center. Florence City Council member Katrina Simmons says this community center has been a staple in the community since she could remember.
But I do recall as a little girl, might come in here, playing here, coming to events here, taking swimming lessons here, multiple years. And it's just a staple of the community, and everybody looks forward to that. And so even though we had to close down, they understand why we had to close down.
For now, center operations have been moved to Fairground Road at the old senior center in Florence, and the contract for the construction crew that's coming in to renovate is up on December 29th, but officials say to give it just a few more weeks after that for it to be fully ready. Reporting live in Florence, Aria Pons, 48 on your side.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Now, some very heavy rain, a lot of wind coming out of this storm up here from Winchester to Fayetteville, moving into northern parts of Madison and Jackson County. And this video here kind of tells the story from Huntsville. All right, now very poor visibility out there on the parkway. Travel is very slow. Significant rain and a lot of lightning with the thunderstorm in progress. The severe thunderstorm warning for this storm here from Fayetteville along Highway 64 to Winchester. We've had numerous reports of trees and power lines down up here in Franklin County. It's likely we'll see additional reports northeast of Fayetteville. That storm was very intense about 35-40 minutes ago. It's now outflow dominated, we call it. So what that means is there's a big gust of wind coming out of this thunderstorm, and it's going to probably come out just ahead of the rain. So you may see the wind pick up out of the north here in High Top and Pleasant Groves before it even starts raining, but you could definitely see there's a big change in the weather. This is kind of converging towards you. New Market, a lot of lightning with that. New thunderstorm developing here in East Limestone, moving into the city of Madison. We'll have to watch that for some new development too. Again, some of these are just going straight up, producing significant lightning as they continue to track to the southeast at about 30 miles an hour. Here's a closer view. If you live in Stevenson, Skyline, just be aware this is coming in, and there's still a lot of wind with this. It's going to feel more like a tropical storm coming in with a lot of lightning too. Again, as both of these areas may see some flash flooding with this as well. As we go through time, we're talking South Pittsburgh around 433, Skyline 438, Pleasant Groves 443, Stevenson 448, and eventually that wind may make it into Scottsboro here within the hour as well. As we go farther to the south, we still have some strong thunderstorms here, but nothing severe, but you're definitely seeing a change in the weather on the west side of town in Arab up 231 as you go towards Lacey's Spring there, northwest of Decatur. another heavy downpour, a lot of lightning with that too. As far as rainfall totals over the past 7 days, we've seen most of the rain where we need it the most, about 2 to 4 inches as you get west of I-65. Some areas that are going to get hit here in the next hour, I only have about 1.25 inches or so in Stevenson and Scottsboro, but that's going to change. You may get an inch of rain here within the next 40 minutes. Now Tuesday, we will see another chance for thunderstorms. However, the latest forecast guidance says we won't start with thunderstorms, and as we go through the day, the heat's going to be the bigger story. Heat advisories out west of I-65, expecting it to feel like 104, 105 in some areas for parts of the afternoon. So we're definitely going right back into summer weather pattern, as we'll have to watch over here in the northeast corner of the state for a few thunderstorms that may flare up during the peak heating of the afternoon. But right now, the short-range model guidance has the showers and storms moving in later and overnight, perhaps into Wednesday morning. And this would be a very robust round of thunderstorms over here for the morning hours, a MCS we call it, a convective complex. As far as Wednesday goes, the rest of it, we start off dry, but it's going to be very muggy with some patchy fog. Rain chances, they're going to continue to be high this evening, and then they drop off to about 40% tomorrow, 20% Wednesday. I think Thursday is going to be the driest day we've had in a while, but as I mentioned, it won't be raining. It's going to be hot. Here's your forecast for the next 10 days. Those are mid-90s. They'll feel like low 100s out there. So again, kids getting ready to go back to school, and the weather's heating up.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brad, and thank you for joining us on our streaming platforms. We will be back at 5 p.m. with all the news of the day live on Channel 48.
Until then, enjoy the Olympics, have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you back in about 45 minutes.